What's going on, good people? Well, I'm gonna shoot and I'm gonna get right into this. So we all have seen the debate between Biden and Trump, and after the debate, you started to see the falling of the Democratic Party. They're starting to fall apart. And if you think it started after the debate, you are wrong. This started a while ago because they seen the writing on the wall. And now I want to show you where I think it began. So stand by. All right. So in this video, this came out a couple of weeks ago, I think, maybe a month ago. And it's a Democrat representative, female from California. Now, California is something else. It's I honestly think they don't want to be a part of America anymore. And Governor Newsom is really, really pushing that because the things that are being allowed in that state is not American at all. And the Democrats, some are starting to say, you know what, enough is enough. I am finished. And here is one. Let's go.
And members, um, I'd like to say, as a progressive, proud member of this body for the last 12 years, I'm done. I'm done with us protecting people who would buy and abuse our children. I'm done. I don't want to send more black and brown men to prison. I don't want more people in prison, but I don't want people buying girls. I don't want people buying little girls anymore. And I'm tired of saying it's okay.
My thing is, if you knew this the very first time that you were aware, you should have stopped it then. I don't care what party you are. You are a human. You are seeing this. You said you know this. Why didn't you stop it then? You know what? I don't know the circumstances. Maybe somebody had something over her head, or maybe I don't know. But I think she should have stopped it right then and there. But I guess it takes time for reality to hit people. Anyway, let's continue.
And that we have to protect the men who do it. As a mental health professional and as a social worker, I can tell you I've spent my entire career working with people who have been wounded. I'm not going to say beyond repair, but they have been wounded to their core by the abuse that's been heaped on them, oftentimes by those that they love and look to protect them. And if their parents won't do it, then by God, we should.
Well, I got some more for you. So in this one, um, I may jack her name up, Ilhan Omar. If you don't know who she is, please look her up. Well, this is something that you don't see on the news everywhere, which it should be, because she is a representative. She's she's in Congress. She is representing a lot of people. Now I want you to hear what is really going on that the news, the main news, the big news, CNN, the Fox, and all of those should be playing, but they're not. So let me play it.
I am joined by 9 Minnesota state representatives in making these requests, and I think there's 6 here today. These representatives include Glenn Gruenhagen.
Sorry for the video imagery. The quality of it that's not me. That's the actual video. I'll leave the link below so you can check it out yourself. But listen up.
Glencoe, Eric Lucero of Dayton, Shane Mecklin of Clear Lake, Tim Miller of Princeburg, Linda Runbeck of Circle Pines, Cal Barr of East Bethel, John Poston of Lakeshore, Dwayne Quam of Byron, and Jeremy Munson of Lake Crystal. We are making this request on 3 direct grounds. First, Representative Omar improperly and deliberately filed for a tax status for which she was not qualified, an illegal action in both federal and state law. The Minnesota Campaign Finance Board found on June 6th of this year that she illegally used campaign funds to pay a law firm to review her tax records. The Campaign Finance Board exposed crystal clear probable cause for a tax fraud or tax evasion investigation when they discovered that Representative Omar filed as married and filing jointly with Mr. Ahmad Hersey in 2014 and 2015. During those years, she was legally married to Mr. Ahmad Elmi. Did the illegal filing produce a lower tax liability for the couple? Did her illegal tax filing bring her tax exemption for which she was not legally qualified? Usually people choose the tax filing status that yields them the lowest tax liability. Also, the board shared that the couple filed jointly during 2 specific years. Ilhan Omar and Ahmad Hersey have been together as a couple for 17 years. Given her record of crimes and violations of so many laws, it may be worth evaluating her claims of status in those other years as well. Second, Representative Omar lived together simultaneously with her first and second husbands at the same addresses in Minnesota and North Dakota in 2009 through 2011. The tax enforcers may need to check if she used an illegal tax filing status and obtained tax deductions, including standard deduction levels for which she was not qualified in those years. Third, we know that Representative Omar took improper kickbacks from 3 Minnesota colleges in 2017 when she oversaw their state budgets in 2017.
So, what do you think so far? Has anyone heard this on the main news? CNN, NBC, ABC, EFG. No, I'm joking. Fox, The Hill. Nowhere. Why not? Look, Nancy Pelosi has been exposed for what she has been doing. Cruz. If you don't know who these people, just look up all the corrupt politicians that have been coming out within the last 2 years. A lot of them have been. Now, my opinion is these people were put there by us to represent us, to take care of us, to push laws and regulations for us. But power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that is what's happening. These people are getting in these positions to where they can make rules and regulations and laws that benefit the companies that they are invested in. That is what's happening across the board. Now, how can we fix this? Vote. Let's finish.
Under campaign pressure, she returned those kickbacks in 2018. It is worth checking to see if she reported the kickbacks as income in 2017 or deducted the paybacks as expenses in 2018. 5 grounds for an investigation include corruption in public office and tax evasions on grounds of illegal filing status, improper deductions, concealed income from kickbacks, and improper claims for expenses. We are also aware of Representative Omar's pattern of improper conduct. She has been fined by the Campaign Finance Board for diverting campaign funds for an unpermitted political trip to Orlando. She has been directed to pay back her expenses for uncovered political trips to Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Florida, and Washington, D.C. She has been punished for conversion of campaign funds to pay for personal legal and accounting services. She has flouted laws regarding the filing of her personal financial data in a way that distorted the political campaign process. On June 25th, I asked my Congresswoman Angie Craig to launch an investigation into these improprieties. That went nowhere. She said, do it yourself. So on July 23rd, I asked the U.S. House Ethics Committee to investigate Representative Omar. That request is currently being reviewed by the Office of Congressional Ethics. On that same day, I launched OmarTruth.com in an effort to rally Minnesotans and Americans to help bring political pressure to bring about a congressional investigation.
All right, people. So I don't want to make this too long. I'll leave the link below so you can check out the rest of it. What I wanted you to see is the things that are happening behind the curtain that they're not letting us know. We can fix it. It's up to us, the people, we the people. Excuse me. As we can see, if you find it, which is wrong, as you can see, a lot of these politicians up here, they're not for us. They are for themselves, which is absolutely wrong. The only way we can fix this, in my opinion, is to clean house right now. Everybody that has been in there for more than, I'd say, 5 years, they've been in there more than 5 years and they have not proven themselves to be for the people. Vote them out. Do not vote for them again. Change up. Test new waters. Because the waters that we are in right now is dirty. And we can all see it. Most people don't want to believe it. They want to close their eyes and say, I don't see it, I don't see it, I don't see it. You can do that if you want to. Your pockets are going to be hurting. And eventually your privacy and everything else will be gone. And by the time you take your hands off your eyes and actually look in front of you, there's nothing. And you're going to wonder what happened. People, we can fix this. Get out, read about your politicians before you vote, understand what they really mean, and then vote. Until then, people, take care. Peace out. Stay true to the red, white, and blue.